Welcome back to Good Day. So there are names in the sporting world that just mean great, amazing, and conjure up brilliant sporting feats at their mere mention. That is our next guest, appearing at Fantasticon this weekend at the Glass City Center, former Detroit Red Wing enforcer, Darren McCarty. So Darren, thanks so much for joining us. And for those Red Wing fans, they have to be so excited that you're coming to town. And you and I were talking during the commercial break, and you were calling Toledo South Detroit. I love that.
Absolutely, Steve. Thanks for having me. Great to be on Good Day. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that just shows you how old that I am. Old enough to realize not only have you had over the years when I played for the Red Wings, the Toledo Storm, but now the Toledo Walleye, and you mentioned the Mobsters and all that stuff. But the fan base in Ohio, especially in the Toledo area, got the Mud Hens and everything else, is sort of the smaller version to me of what Detroit is, and sometimes people forget it, but I don't, and I get excited. This is a return trip to me to Fantasticon, and I'll be there all day Sunday. I know that the Fantasticon is Saturday and Sunday, so make sure everybody, if you get an opportunity to get out there, it's a great opportunity to not only combine the hockey world, but also the Comic-Con world and the wrestling world and everything that I do. So this is a perfect place to come out and just be able to say, hey guys, this is where I'll be. Come out, say hi, let's get some pictures.
Yeah, so it'll be a great weekend for sure in the Glass City, at the Glass City Center. So Darren, for you, what got you into Fantasticon? What was that initial introduction for you?
Well, it's one of those things that if you know me in my career, hockey is what I did, but it's not who I am. Obviously I have a band. I do travel around. I do a comedy tour. I do wrestling, stuff like this. I also have a comic book. I have the comic book is Donnybrook, which I have the Burnaby Blazers. They're cannabis-loving lumberjacks from Western Canada. They're a cartoon book, but I also did, as anybody who's followed me, I released a book in 2013, My Last Fight, True Story of a Hockey Rockstar, and through Mess Bucket Comics and my partnership with Dominic Ruggiero, we've released Life's a Grind, Enjoy My Truth, which is a graphic novel. So it allows me to get in the Comic-Con world. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I'm a Star Wars freak and the Mandalorian and stuff like that. So it just gives me another excuse to be able to be there with my people.
So cool. So folks will get an opportunity to meet you on Sunday, but they'll also get an opportunity to see some of those things that you just mentioned that you're into as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. From, if you look at the jerseys that I have on right now, D-Mac only makes turtles font coming up on March 26th, which 97 was the Sweet Revenge Lemieux fight that people like, to different things like that. I think that the great thing about it, the Comic-Con stuff, if you've been to a million or you've never been to one, there's something there for you. I think I can see in the background. Look, you got Eric Estrada and the guys I grew up with at Chips and stuff like this. So there's something there for everybody, if not just to come by and say hello. But there'll definitely be something hopefully there for everybody.
Yeah, and this event gives folks the opportunity to dress like some of their favorite superheroes maybe, but also get an opportunity to meet some of the designers behind the costumes or maybe those comic books as well. So tell us, for folks who maybe they've never experienced that, what is this like to be able to meet and greet those folks?
Well, I think it is a lot of times. So we all have different fandoms and, can extend from, like you said, from the Marvel universe to the Star Wars universe to, it doesn't matter what it is, but how many times do you get to see and meet the people behind the scenes that are actually spending all the time being the artist or being the illustrator and stuff like this. And it's really legit to be able to talk to these people that you've only seen their names. I related to the credits, right, in a movie, and who are these ACE guys and who are these, all this other people. Well, these are the guys that put all the stuff that you love, whether it's movies, whether it's comics, together behind the scenes. And I always think that it's such a great opportunity. And it's also a great opportunity, if you don't know, just show up and you'll figure out, oh yeah, I remember this. And there's so many rabbit holes to go down. It's up for you to decide.
Yeah, for sure. And it's nice to be with folks who are fans as well of maybe some of those same comics. So for you, is it like tapping into your childhood a little bit to be able to comb through some of those comic books and also talk with folks who maybe they remember the time when this particular comic came out or this particular episode was released?
Yeah, I think it's always like I've found, I grew up in the Star Wars era, so I was big with that. But since it's sort of revamped with the Mandalorian, I'm always looking for that stuff. But you can find, whether it's wrestling stuff or whether it's the artistry and the designs and the beauty of it too is like I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can pull it over here. But you see this lamp? Right? So this is Gramps with lamps, right? So like the artistry of different people, and I'm sort of enjoy different things like that, but it's people's views and in the community, in your own community that come in that use their vision and artistry into combining to different pop culture things that you love. So there's also that element too. Don't take my word for it. Come on out Saturday or come and see me on Sunday, and we could talk about it there at Fantasticon.
And that's the cool part. Sunday, folks will be able to speak with you, not via Skype like you and I are doing, but in person, face to face. So, Darren, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
I appreciate it, Steve. Hello to everybody who's watching this. And yeah, we don't forget you. We really appreciate you just as much as part of all the history and success that we've had. So thank you very much for having me on today. I look forward to seeing everybody Sunday.
Awesome. Safe travels when you get here.
Appreciate you.
Well, just make sure you can get to Fantasticon this weekend. That's Saturday and Sunday. And still to come on Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show, mobsters are invading the Good Day studio. More hockey when we come back.